Welcome to the channel of NZ Justice 111. This is part 2 of what the New Zealand Law Society doesn't want you to know. In part 1, NZ Justice 111 showed you how the New Zealand Law Society slyly escapes itself from having to follow the law when handling complaints about lawyers. As proven in part 1 of this series, the New Zealand Law Society throws out over 1,000 complaints a year filed against lawyers by members of the public. In part 2 of this series, NZ Justice 111 will show you another sneaky little trick the New Zealand Law Society plays against the public, and it goes like this. The New Zealand Government, via the Lawyers and Conveyancers Act, or Law Con Act for short, instructed the New Zealand Law Society to establish a service to receive the public's complaints against lawyers. The New Zealand Law Society established this service and called it the Lawyers Complaints Service. The Society fully funds this complaints service and has total control over who sits on the Society's 24 standards committees that decide the fate of the general public's complaints filed against lawyers. If a member of the public gets upset about their complaint being thrown out and contacts the New Zealand Law Society to discuss it, they are told, in no uncertain terms, that it was not the New Zealand Law Society who threw out their complaint. It was the independent office called the Lawyers Complaints Service. What members of the public are being told by the New Zealand Law Society is nothing short of dishonest trickery, for it is the New Zealand Law Society who established the Lawyers Complaints Service in the first place, and fully fund that service. The Society is also in total control over who will sit on their standards committees that decide the fate of the general public's complaints against lawyers. To prove this dishonest trickery is being used against the public by the New Zealand Law Society, here is a copy of a 2012 email sent to a member of the public after their complaint had been thrown out. The email is from the then current Law Society President, Jonathan Tim, and it reads: "The Standards Committee of the Complaints Service are independent of the New Zealand Law Society. The Complaints Service is independent. I, as President, or the Board of the New Zealand Law Society, or the Council of the New Zealand Law Society do not control or oversee the Complaints Service." And here is the current New Zealand Law Society President, Catherine Beck, using the same excuse as Mr. Tim, the alleged independent complaints service, to distance the New Zealand Law Society from being rightly accountable to the general public regarding complaints that have been filed against lawyers who are more often than not Law Society members. Ms. Beck's letter reads: "Thank you for your emails of 10th and 12th February 2018. As the President of the New Zealand Law Society, I am unable to intervene in a matter that is being considered or has been considered by the Independent Standards Committee of the Lawyers Complaints Service." Mr. Tim and Ms. Beck's letters prove that the New Zealand Law Society takes absolutely no responsibility for complaints against lawyers being thrown out. If that is the case, the New Zealand Law Society should stop deceiving the New Zealand public by advertising the Society runs a free service should anyone wish to file a complaint about a lawyer. This ends part 2 of the series, What the New Zealand Law Society Does Not Want You to Know. In part 3 of the series, which will be published very soon, NZ Justice 111 will show you how the Ministry of Justice helps the New Zealand Law Society trick the general public into working for the Society for free, so it can unjustly earn itself tens of thousands of dollars each year off the backs of hard-working, unsuspecting New Zealanders. Until next time, keep safe.